Well, good morning and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I'm Susan, your hostess, and my husband has been working on new roosting bars for our chickens so that we can get underneath and clean and pick up the duck eggs when they drop them. We have broody hen number 1 and number 2 sitting on the nest. I haven't done this in a while. So what I do in the mornings is I usually come in here and just check for duck eggs because they will lay them on the ground. They will not put them in a box. And I've got to be careful because I've got to bend down. And I just set them in an empty nest box, and that will encourage the chickens to come in and lay eggs later on. So let's take a look. See, I got another broody hen down here. We have baby chicks that are in the grow out pen. So we're excited about that. I've got to get the ducks out of there. We've got 4 ducks that insist on going in on that side of the pen. We're going to have to break them of that. So a little look at the new setup. And then we've got roosting bars over here where they can roost. We have got probably close to 100 chickens with all the babies. And they get plenty of food. Here comes our turkey friend that likes to follow me around. We're going to go over here to the little chicks. I got to set my bucket down so I can open the gate. Pick it back up and get this situated. These are the little baby reds. We've got 4 roosters now, maybe more. Yeah, good morning, y'all. And we have broody hens still on nests over here. There they are, all them ladies. But the real reason I brought you out here is I want to show you what we've got in our brooders. We have baby chicks. And let me lift this up so you can see inside. They're huddled this morning because it's cold out here. They are cold. It's chilly out here this morning. We may lose them because we have no heat source out here for them other than their own body heat. And I've got one out here that looks like it's shivering. So we're going to have to take care of that. And then we have our bigger ones over here. We couldn't put the little ones in with our bigger chicks because they're so much bigger. Let me see if I can get this lifted. I'm trying to lift, y'all. This one is a little bit heavier. But we have all these over here in this brooder. Ooh, it's flighty this morning. And I'm just going to grab that one that's shivering and get it in the house and get it warmed up. So these are hatchlings from our farm, actually from our farm. We did not have to go purchase them this year. It looks like we've got 4 hens here. I can't really tell about the one. I do believe they're all hens. This one white one might be a rooster by the tail feathers. Not quite sure. But they are pretty. Oh, you're coming to talk to them? How sweet of you. This one loves to be sociable, this turkey over here. Very sociable. So these are the bigger hens, and the other pen is the BB Reds. And as the eggs hatch out, we may have to bring in the remaining ones into the house, into the brooder, because of the temperatures outside getting cold at night. Right now they're doing fine, so we're going to leave them as is. So I'm starting to just scatter feed for them. It's getting closer to wintertime. I want them to forage as much as possible. Although they still have plenty of bugs out here, I want them to get used to doing this again. And there's my turkey friend. Let's go over here. I've got chickens all over our yard. There's one out there. We've got ducks, chickens, and turkeys out here. They are loving it. There's the old turkey girl. Choke, 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 choke. Choke, 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 choke. Yeah. And so they go wherever they want to go in the yard. And they've been staying in since my husband fixed the gate with that string across the top of our gate. They haven't been going out front. He did get out here, and all of our pumpkins, watermelon, and cantaloupes are gone. I'm going to go over here just to check on something. And the weeds are kind of high, and I don't like going in high weeds. But I really do need to get out here and check this out. So he was asking me about the fire rings. I do have this fire ring here. I did plant the chocolate mint that I was sent by Adrian at Indiana Backyard Gardener. So I'm not seeing it, but that doesn't mean that the rootstock's not still good. Got a couple of zinnias here popped up. Do y'all remember how full this was back here? It's kind of hard to look at with it being empty. But he got out here and got all that cleaned up for me. And got a lot of weeds in here. This looks like wildflowers. I'm assuming that's what that is. But it hasn't bloomed out, so I really don't know if it is a wildflower or not, or just another weed. The weeds have just really been bad this year in the garden. I got to get out here, and I got to deadhead some of my marigolds. This is where the banana peppers are at. This is where my my black-eyed peas and my cucumbers are at. And somewhere in here I had some little miniature hot peppers that I don't think that they made. But this is where everything is. I'm going to try to attempt to go back here. It's kind of cool this morning, so the snakes probably won't be moving very well. These are the Abe Lincoln tomatoes over here. And we're starting to harvest them. There's one right there. We're starting to get those harvested and brought in. There's some more of the zinnias. My tansy is hanging on. I got some herbs in there. I need to go in here and actually collect some of these herbs before they dry out completely outside. Let's go around this way. We've lost all of our squash plants. My Louisiana purple pod green beans are not doing well. They're dying back. The tea tree is doing really good in this. The tansy's doing really good in this. I need to move that tea tree, though, to a one of the purple mineral buckets. So we might get that done maybe this weekend or the next weekend. We're going to be out here planting our fall garden very soon, y'all. So let's go on down here. And I am forgetting the name of these tomatoes again, but it is just loaded with tomatoes, and y'all can see the marigolds are just falling over. Mountain Fresh is the name of these, I believe. So we got Mountain Fresh tomatoes. These are the hybrid tomatoes. That's the only hybrids I have in my garden. I'm allowing my basil to go to seed. And we're going to get down here, and the beans are pretty much done, as y'all can tell. I still got a few pods out here to pick. We're going to get this area cleaned up as well. It's hard when you see the garden just die back. The zinnias, y'all, have just loved this spot. So next year they're going to have plenty of places to grow in my garden. I need to get out here and also deadhead this so that I can keep the seeds for next year. We are going to be pulling up the majority of the plastic, I think everything except for where we have our arbors at. And we'll do a little better job on the garden next year. So the Victory Garden has done very well. I think this might be lemon balm in here, and I don't remember planting lemon balm. It might be a weed though. I can't really tell. It doesn't smell like lemon, so it may not be. So let me get back up to the front. We'll walk the front garden area and see what's still going on up there. Get out of these high weeds. One of the reasons we're going to be pulling this plastic is you can see the weeds that came through where the plants did not take. And so it didn't do its job, in my humble opinion, of keeping the weeds back, because the holes were very, very small. But weeds can get through anything, any kind of space. And we're at the gate. We have a roo right there. Look at the tail feathers. Telltale sign of a rooster. These were supposed to be all hens, but that's definitely a roo-tail. Okay, we're at the front garden. Y'all can see the tomato vines are really starting to die back, although we're still harvesting tomatoes. And I'm hoping that they will hang on a little bit longer. I'm hoping the ones in back will hang on until November or until the first frost, and then we'll bring in all the green tomatoes and do something with them. These lemon eucalyptus have done their job this year. They have actually grown. They're probably about 3 feet tall now. And they've got a great rootstock going on in the mineral buckets. So I need to get out here and deadhead all these marigolds and get them drying out. My banana peppers, my bell peppers have literally fallen over. There's nothing there left to support them soil-wise, although the roots are still in the soil. And we still have bell peppers coming on. So we never did get out here and stake them like we were hoping to, but you know, life goes on. And I've got pimentos down here, and I'm trying to save the amaranth seed, so I've got it bagged. I've also got sweet basil in this bed, and it's almost time to collect the turmeric. You see the leaves are turning. It's almost time, y'all. We have let this sweet potato go. It has had such a lush, beautiful greenery on it. It never did flower, so I'm doubting that I'm going to get any sweet potatoes out of there. But it was just pretty to have in the garden. The remains of the Grow Big 24 garden, y'all. It's died back. We do have some stuff planted in there, though. We planted some oregano and some spices among the marigolds. We've got buds on our Peter peppers. Look at the buds. All of a sudden it's budding out, y'all. So I've got to get out here and do some harvesting, and also deadheading this bed of marigolds over here. Let's look down here. We've got a lot of garden cleanup ahead of us. So I've got oregano in here. You can see the oregano down there. And not a butterbean one, but we got buds on them finally. I don't know if the cold snap did it to them or not. Our strawberry plants. We had some more strawberries come out. Just to let the birds eat those. We didn't really collect any off of them this time around. Let's go check out the ginger root. So our ginger root is also starting to die back, and we will be out here harvesting the ginger root as well. Even in death of a plant, there is beauty. My husband and I got out here and we collected all the sunflowers we plan on collecting this year. We left some of them that were still coming out to bloom. We did leave some heads out here for the birds to enjoy. And they are at the end of their life cycle. So this was a pleasant garden to come and visit all summer long. Life and death in the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. This little chick right here was pecked on its head. We're hoping it'll hang on. So I've moved it in here and I'm putting it under the heater plate to kind of keep it warm, offering it food every so often. Our little duckling, the little feet are open now. And what I did was I added some brewer's yeast or some, brewer's yeast to the food, wet the food and fed the little duck. And then the water has electrolytes in it, so that helps. I'm hoping this little guy makes it. I keep offering it water. I can't really tell if it's drinking. So I'm hoping this one makes it. It's part of farm life, y'all. When you have animals, you have to expect some death along the way. And we lost one this morning. 2 of them were in the brooder with the bigger chicks and they got attacked. So we know what happened to them. But I'm so happy to see this little duckling bouncing back and starting to use its feet. It was lacking niacin. And so brewer's yeast and dark molasses both have niacin in them. I could add a little bit of the molasses to the waterer. The brewer's yeast, I just add it to the food bowl, and you can see it's over there drinking away. So it should start doing a whole lot better now. We're really thrilled with that. And we've got duck eggs and chicken eggs out underneath all those hens, so we're hoping we get some babies that we may have to bring in because it's getting cold. Thank you, my friends, for watching, and may you be fully blessed.